Show. It's the real Chat Daddy Show. It's the real Chat Daddy Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be back with you all on a beautiful Monday evening here in the Chicagoland area. We are experiencing temperatures and weather that is not normal for December, but we're not complaining about the weather. It's allowing people to get out, get about, and do their holiday shopping. I have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. Coming up on tonight's show, we're going to invite our good friend, Mr. Kevin Ross, noted businessman, also the leader of Twoguard Group. He'll be here tonight. We're going to talk about the uptick in crime across the nation. We're going to talk about where we are 20 months after the world shut down with COVID-19. We're going to talk about news stories that affect our nation and our world. So that'll be a great conversation. And then we continue to promote small African-American owned businesses that could use your love and support this holiday season. We have a young lady tonight who has a luxury body care business, and she'll talk about it. I understand Kay Renee used it today, and the product must have been so great. You look amazing, darling. Now, was it the product? Because you look like, you know what, Santa baby. This is my good girl, Santa baby, but it could borderline naughty girl too. You look amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, our good friend, Miss Kay Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Hello, my dear.
Hello, Chat Daddy. Hello, good evening to our viewing audience. Happy Monday. I can't believe now we are 12 days away to Christmas. And it's a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful next couple of days. But y'all, for those who live in Chicago, y'all better get ready.
Y'all better get ready. And how many days are we away from Christmas?
12 days.
Oh my God, 12 days. All right. Well, we're going to help you guys as much as we can by introducing you to small African-American owned businesses. And we're going to share with you other ways that you can create gifts, do things. It's all about love this holiday season. And want to remind everyone, spread love, not COVID. All of my events I've been hosting, I've been saying spread love, not COVID. Give love for Christmas, not COVID. How was your weekend, Kay Renee?
You know, it was quiet. However, I did get boosted yesterday.
Yay!
But I will say, it affects people differently, and for me, once I got boosted, came home, I started to feel the effects of my left arm being sore, and it knocked me out. I was knocked out of sleep. Today it was just being lethargic. I had similar symptoms to when I had the first vaccination. The only difference was I did experience like mild cold symptoms. Thankfully, that has not happened yet.
Okay.
But, I think tonight, I'll probably sleep better. But it was just. The good part about it is, after the booster shot, the pharmacist mentioned, we want you to sit here for 15 minutes. And as I was being dutiful, one of my big sisters called me, and then the pharmacist said, Miss Mason, you can get up now. Because the 15-minute grace period
Wait, you sat there longer than 15 minutes?
The pharmacist, because once she gave me the booster, she
so said, did you feel as if you needed more time to sit there, or were you feeling
I was just talking to my big sis, and she was like, Miss Mason, you okay now? You can go.
Oh my God, I think I got my booster shot and went to lunch. I didn't. Wow, that's amazing.
Just wanted to make sure that I was okay, and I had no problem sitting there. But when I got a phone call, we just started chit chatting, and the pharmacist was like, "You could." Like 30 minutes later, she's like, "You can go now."
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Look, that booster shot glammed you as well. You know what I'm saying? So that might have been the shot of energy you needed. I mean, wow. Yes. Very good.
I hope so.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody. I had a very busy weekend this
Yes, I
weekend.
saw.
Yesterday, I served as the co host of the 12th annual Timeless Gifts Mentoring concert at the Logan Center here in Hyde Park in Chicago. The wonderful Miss Pam Morris Walton, everybody's favorite gospel sister, radio personality, and I, for the last couple of years, have co hosted the event. And we found out that people love us as the co-hosts as much as they love the young people that are performing. And the young people always do such a great job. Joan Colasso is just amazing, world-renowned singer, mentor, this wonderful program she created. And so I had a lot of fun. I really did. So thank you guys so very
And
much
you
for allowing me to
looked
host.
absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love the holiday season. I love getting dressed and I love glam. So it was good to be back glammed and thank goodness I have masks to match all the glam. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
That's
right.
right. That's right. Very good. All right. Well, with that being said, we are a health and wellness show, and I did want to start off with the COVID-19 update numbers, but we would be remiss if we did not stop and take a moment to reflect on the number of lives that were lost in the tornadoes. 7 states were hit by the tornado. In Illinois, 6 people were killed, and an Amazon warehouse in the city of Edwardsville, which is just north of St. Louis. One person is still receiving medical treatment. They said that they were in there. The next thing you know, whoosh, 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 building collapse. People are killed. The toll includes 4 people that died in Tennessee. In Arkansas, at least 1 person has been killed at a nursing home. Others died at a Dollar General near Litchfield, which is in Missouri. And as we all know, Kentucky has seen the most amount of devastation with 74 confirmed deaths. There are still 109 people unaccounted for. And so our thoughts and prayers go out to all those people. I just cannot even imagine. When I heard tornado in December, I was like, this is weird. Like the last time we would remember in our age range, I think they said it was like 1973, maybe. Because I'm like, a tornado this time of year? Unheard of. What do you think about this, K. Renee?
I have 2 words, Art: climate change. I really believe when you are up in space, having those satellites moving around, it has affected our Earth's climate. It was just, and I had posted when listening to the weather reports, they had anticipated a tornado. They just didn't anticipate how long it would have touched down. It touched down and spread over 125 miles. Can you
Yes.
imagine?
Yes. Yes.
So, you hear the survival stories. One young lady who asked not to be identified, I was watching on ABC 7. She said they were in the bathroom
Right.
because
Right.
they had to take cover.
Yes.
And interesting enough, with Amazon, they supposed to, now the auditor side is going to come out of me. When you have business
Yes.
continuity planning, whenever there's a tornado, they instruct their workers to take cover. So this is
Right.
going to be very interesting to see whether or not those procedures were actually followed.
Yes.
So,
Were they in place? Did people follow
right.
that? I mean, you've got to
Exactly.
realize we are in the most busiest time of the year. I
Right.
tell people everywhere you turn, you see them little penis logo symbol, phallic penis symbol logo trucks everywhere.
You
And
do.
Amazon has gotten even greater at delivering things. I know people who have ordered something at 1 o'clock and had it by 5 o'clock.
That's
So
right.
they're beasts right now, but it will be interesting to see if they indeed follow procedure and protocol when it comes to a tornado. But our thoughts and prayers
Absolutely.
go out to all of those people. Really sad, sad,
Absolutely.
sad. And here's the deal. People now have the capabilities of going live. Did you see the number of people that went
Yes.
Facebook live to say goodbye to
Yes.
their families and friends?
Yes.
I couldn't imagine you saying I may die on Facebook Live.
I I have no words. I really have no words.
Absolutely. Moving on in tonight's news, today marks a milestone. It's been nearly 20 months since we started into the pandemic. And a lot has happened in the last 20 months. Can you believe that, Kay Renee? It's been 20 months since the beginning of all of this. And now the state of Illinois has seen a recent rise in vaccinations. So people are getting their shots. 72,775 jabs were done last week alone. But on the flip side of that, Chicago's COVID cases have tripled in the last 8 weeks. Within the last 8 weeks, they've tripled. What do you think about that?
How long we've been talking about this, Art? We did not want to prophesize, but we said it earlier in the fall. We said if people do not get vaccinated, you're going to see an uptick in cases and hospitalizations.
We've been saying
now on December 13th. We have exactly 18 days until the new year, 12 days until Christmas. And people, there's some people that don't mean greasy.
Right.
As we say.
Right.
So, I was reading an article of a gentleman who works for the CDC. He had predicted 800,000 lives will be lost due to this pandemic. We're very close now at 793,000.
Mm-hmm. What, deaths?
And 793,000.
No. Breaking news this evening. We've surpassed the 800,000 deaths.
Well, there you go.
We've surpassed that. And remember last week, I even said it on the show as well, too, that, we would, before the end of the month, we would surpass 800,000 deaths. We did it already. It broke news today. Yes, so we've done it. So here's what I need to tell everyone. According to the latest data from the Illinois Department of Public Health, there are currently 3,513 patients in the hospital due to COVID-19 in the state of Illinois. This is the highest number of patients since mid-January. The state did record more than 9,500 new COVID-19 cases on Saturday, with another 9,301 cases last Thursday. And so this means we have been seeing an average of 177,000 new positive COVID tests within the last 17 days. No, the last 7 days. All right. Hospitalization for COVID patients are quickly on the rise. They have jumped up to 40%, and they have not been at that since the beginning of December. And so also there was a club cited in Lincoln Park this past weekend on a recent evening, club called T-Box Bar Crawl, jammed thousands of people into a Wrigleyville bar, and none of them had a mask on. No.
They should be shut down. They should be shut down.
But what if everybody showed a vaccination card?
They should be shut down.
I think we're going to go back into that rule where people are going to have to wear masks indoors.
They should be shut down.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. What I went to last night was very COVID safe. So COVID safe, it was ridiculous. But when I went to a major event recently, I wore my mask, but quite a few of the people there were not wearing masks, dancing, drinking, having a good time. And I was wondering the same thing as well, too. I wore my mask most of the time, unless I was eating or drinking.
I'm sorry. Did I have a look?
You did. Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that. Also, just so you know, parents of students in Chicago Public School, a new COVID surge is running through the Chicago Public School system. It has put about 10,000 students in quarantine, and this is Chicago Public School students. So just so you guys know that, and then let me give you this, and we're going to run and talk about something else. There are now 340 15 animals from 15 different species that
Yes.
now have COVID.
I couldn't believe I sent that story to you. I said, what the? I said, Henrietta the hippo or Henry the hyena got COVID. And you know, hyenas are known to do what? Or just laugh incessantly. Can you
Right,
imagine a hyena laughing all the time and then find out he or she has COVID? The
right,
whole facial expression will probably change. Say,
right,
what
right.
the what the hell?
Well, let me tell you what this list includes, just so you guys know: cats, dogs, tigers, lions, snow leopards, gorillas, otters, cougars, a ferret, white-tailed deer, infected mink, nearly on a nearly all on a fur farm, but they did not include the total of how many. So just so you all know, I wonder if that would include a mink coat. I guess if you
That's
didn't have
what.
the coat up, you
Here's the
had a coat
thing.
dead.
I wouldn't be getting no mink anytime soon. Let's put it like that.
Right, right. Well, I mean,
Shit.
look at people with their
I have
dogs and
one.
cats.
I have one, but I'm not gonna be getting another one anytime soon. Now hearing this list.
And you see cougars on this list, so
there's
right. Yeah.
there's a joke about that,
Oh,
but
it's
we're
a
gonna leave
joke in it. It's a
we're
joke
gonna
in it,
leave
but
that
I'm
one
gonna leave it
alone.
where it's at. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Well, speaking of animals and postponement, the Bulls' next two games will be postponed due to a COVID-19 outbreak. The
Yep.
Chicago Bulls' next two games have been postponed due to COVID outbreak. This was reported by the NBC sports team Chicago. The home matchup against the Detroit Pistons, which was for tomorrow, and a road trip to Toronto Raptors to play them will now be scheduled later. And to speak of even more animals, Monday night's Blackhawks game against the Flames has been canceled due to COVID-19.
Here we go.
What do you think about all of this? And then we're gonna get off of COVID. We're gonna get off of COVID. What do you think about all that?
Here we go. That's all I'm gonna say. We talked about this. We did not bring this into fruition, ladies and gents. We had
Right.
a discussion about it. It'll be great to. I can't wait till Dr. Janet comes to talk
Yes,
about
she'll
when
be here
we
with us
when we.
tomorrow evening. Dr. Janet
I
Seabrook,
I
noted
cannot
family medicine
wait.
practitioner. She will be talking about everything we need to know.
I can't wait. But I'm. Let me just say this, big brother. I am very glad I got boosted. How about that?
Yes, amen. Very good. All right. What you got in that mailbag tonight? What's in
Oh,
there?
goodness. Well, I'm gonna talk about only two transitions that happened since we were last on the air.
Yes.
Two you probably remember. The one that just happened, I think over the weekend. Do you remember the book that turned into a movie starring Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt called Interview with a Vampire?
Yes.
Anne
Yeah.
Rice.
Yeah.
Loved the book, the series, and definitely the movie. It just made me wonder, like, vampire. You know, I could really talk about that and write about that. But Anne Rice, ladies and gents, has made a transition. At
Oh,
the age of 80 due to complications of a stroke. Her son had made that announcement over the weekend.
oh no.
And she loved that romance, vampire fantasy, and it was just evident. Because I remember the interview she did with Larry King. It was just hilarious. But think about this, to get Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt to star in that type of book fantasy romantic series. But she passed away. And then do you remember? Let me see if I can sing a song. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, the guitarist, the quiet one, Michael Nesmith. I think I said his name correctly.
Yes.
He passed away last week at the age of 70. I think it's 72 or 78. So,
Wow.
and now the only one that's left is the lead singer, Mickey Dolenz, who was
Yes.
always funny. I remember watching the Monkees when they had their own show, growing up, and just, they were compared to the Beatles, for those who don't know. And it's just really kind of sad that he's
Yes.
no longer with us. Um, but let me tell you, I sent this story to you a little bit.
Well, real quick,
Oh,
I want to acknowledge a passing of someone who was an
okay.
icon, a legend. Uh, I'll give my analogy in just a little bit for a lot of people to understand the magnitude of this man's death. But legendary Mexican ranchera singer
Yes.
Vicente,
Vicente.
Vicente
Vicente Fernandez.
Fernandez passed away at the age of 81 after a recent hospitalization. And I was
Yes.
talking to some people earlier that were trying to say, because this man has streets named after him,
Yes, he
uh,
does.
keys to cities. He would really be the Michael Jackson, to say, of
Mm-hmm.
ranchero style Mexican music. And so
Yes.
this is huge for the community.
Yes.
He has he's being memorialized. I couldn't say
Memorize.
it at first. Here in the Pilsen area, there's already statues up about him, prior to and all of that. So we do want to send our thoughts and prayers out to everybody on the
Absolutely.
passing of that gentleman. Yes.
Absolutely. And I just loved his, he was so authentic in his presentation, in his music. And so yeah, I do remember him, and I was really saddened to hear of his passing as well.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you for us going back to do that. All right. Where are we at? Where are we going?
Well, they had the Miss Universe pageant over the weekend. And I'm a former pageant judge here, the local
Yes,
state
you
one.
are. Yes.
And Miss India ended up winning. But here's the deal that I was mad at, as you know what about. Now, everybody knows Steve Harvey. And
Yes.
y'all remember back in the day when he was hosting another pageant where he just got too excited and announced the wrong contestant to win.
Right.
Well, he didn't do that. But when he was asking the question to Miss India, he said to her, "Oh, I heard you do animal impressions. What's your favorite?" Now you could tell, and I saw the video, that she was quite uncomfortable. So she mentioned that she loves cats, and she did an impression of a cat meowing. I cringed, Art. I said, "What the F? How dare you would ask her to do something like that?" Because you could tell in her facial expression that she was like, because she had to look like, "Did you really just ask me that?"
Right. Right.
And she was, her response was extremely professional. But I was like, "Steve, really?" And it made me wonder, would you have asked a white contestant that? I don't think so. If there was an
Right.
African American contestant, would you ask that? I said, "Steve, get it together. Please get it
Yes.
together." I was
Yes.
I was angry. So
Right.
that's my
Okay.
that's my soapbox. I'm gotten off
Got
that.
you. I got you. I'm with you on that one. A lot of times, because you are the celebrity and the star, does not remove the ignorance from the situation, or the wherewithal to understand sensitivity with other people. So that makes sense. It really does make good
Yes.
sense. All right, very good. What else we got coming down the pike? We got so much to talk about with Kevin Ross tonight that I just cannot wait.
Well, locally, this story went national when near West Side resident Anjanette Young
Hmm.
was falsely arrested. And when they arrested, she was nude. You remember, because
Yes.
there was a videotape. Well, the
Right.
city council committee approved 2.9 million for Miss Young.
Thank
Now,
you,
to me,
Jesus.
there's no amount of the money, honestly, but the fact that they have to pay out this money to Miss Young, it's a start. It took them a long time. For those who don't know the story, in February 2019, Chicago police executed a search warrant for a man with a gun. Instead, they found Young undressed in her home. Although she was given a blanket, then put on a jacket, she was not, now check this out, y'all. She was not allowed to put on clothes for 10 minutes while a dozen of male police officers were in her home. They botched the police raid. And can you imagine? I mean, for me, I would just be terrified.
Right. Right. Yes.
Terrified. Living alone, someone tears down your door saying, "We want to arrest you." They looking for someone and they got the wrong house.
Right.
This made national headlines. This wasn't just a local story. It,
It
it
did.
made
It did.
national news. And
Yes.
this, unfortunately, with Madame Lori, this is one little big scar that someone may mention down the road when she decides if she wants to be reelected again.
Well, when we talk about our first topic tonight, when Kevin joins us, it also begs the question about another political figure here in the Chicagoland area and how that case went down. So we'll talk about that in a little bit when Kevin joins us. All right, my darling, what else do you have available for us to talk about?
Well, in national news, I don't know if you heard, but Derek Chauvin, everybody know who he is. And in case y'all, if you were living in Iraq, that he put his knee on George Floyd's neck, causing him to die for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Well, now he's expected to plead guilty in the civil rights case against George Floyd. So he probably saw the writing on the wall. Because he's going to be in jail the rest of his life. He said, well, I guess I might as well plead guilty. Because it was initially not guilty. He changed that plea to guilty.
Right. Yes.
So,
it rightfully so. And he should, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh,
he will increase his time in prison. But, you know, he will be in prison for the rest of his life. So.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very, very, very good. All right. What else do we have?
The Golden Globe nominations have come out. Let's see if I can find who's someone that we know here for 2022. And surprisingly, a lot of African Americans were nominated.
Oh, good. Very good.
So,
I think this show should be nominated for something.
What do you think we should be nominated for, sweetie?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We should be nominated for the best startup show during the pandemic that, you know, no matter what, we the little train that could, it is doing. And that's it. I mean, I feel we are just as great as any other duo we would see out here.
I agree. Let's see some of the nominations that they have here.
Okay.
Looking through here. And just so you know, the 79th, I can't believe it's been that long. The 79th annual Golden Globe winners will be announced Sunday, January 9th on NBC. So that's kind of sudden here.
Right.
And let's see here. Who has been nominated here? Wow, why does it say the list? Oh, here we go. Here's some of the nominees for Best Television Series Musical Comedy. Great Hacks, Only Murder in the Building, Reservation Dogs, and Ted Lasso.
I've never seen any of those other than maybe Ted Lasso. Where are these other?
West Side Story just came out. They're nominated for a Golden Globe. Can you believe it?
I want to go see West Side Story. I really do want to go see it.
Best Actor in a Television Series, Billy Porter for Pose. Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture, Anjanae Ellis for King Richard and Ruth Negga for Passing. I highly recommend all y'all see Passing.
Yes.
Very
Passing
good.
is great. Passing is wonderful. Yes.
Yes. Let's.
I came from people that did the Passing thing.
Anthony Ramos, he was nominated for Best Actor in a Motion Picture for Musical and Comedy for In the Heights.
Okay.
That was a good movie. Pose was also nominated for Best Television Series Drama.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, Best Actress in Television Series Drama, Uzo Aduba for In Treatment.
Love Aduzo. I love her, love her, love her.
And guess who? Our favorite, Miss Lady Gaga. She was nominated for Best Actress, and I can't wait to see that movie of House of Gucci. That is, to me, of all the roles she'll play, that's her signature role.
Two movies I would love to go see: House of Gucci and West Side Story. I would love both of those.
And guess what? Best Motion Picture Drama. Guess who was nominated? King Richard. Can't wait to see that with Will Smith.
It's a wonderful film.
Oh,
wonderful.
Yes. And let's see here. Best Supporting Actor. Let's see.
While you're checking that, we want to give a shout out to former football player, morning news anchor, and all around great guy, Mr. Michael Strahan, went to the moon this past weekend.
Yes, he did.
And he'll be back to work tomorrow on Good Morning America. And he'll be talking about his experience of going to the moon. I just, we've talked about that many times here on the show. Bring us your other nominations, and then we can close out with Michael going to the moon.
My other husband, I have two. I have Idris Elba.
Oh, okay.
But the best actor in motion picture drama, Mahershala Ali for Swan Song, and Will Smith for King Richard, and my other husband, Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth. This is gonna be real good.
Okay, so you and these husbands.
Hey.
Yes.
And I can, as long as their wives I can share them. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody asked me, what would happen if you met Denzel? I would say it's such a pleasure to meet you.
Part-time
lover. I
lover.
wouldn't be fawning, none of that. Just say it's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, and they would be part-time lovers for you?
No, we just have a conversation. Because, see, I respect Paulette. And see, I know Paulette would,
Yeah.
Paulette from that side.
She'll put you in a headlock. Yeah,
that's right.
Right. Yeah, okay.
I give her that respect.
Okay. All right. Well, for those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. So glad to be here with you guys on a beautiful Monday evening. It is the 13th day of December 2021. The year is almost over. Today also marks the 20th month milestone of the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. And when I say to you, if you would have asked me 20 months ago, would I have believed any of this? I'd have told you hell to the no. I wouldn't have believed any of this, but our entire world as we know it has changed. It is not the same. This past Thursday evening, I did a town hall with Howard Brown and Impact Family Life Center. And we were talking about, there will not be a new normal. There will not be, you know what I'm saying? Or the normal we know. We are living the new normal. And so tonight we're going to have a really interesting conversation with our good friend, Mr. Kevin Ross, noted businessman, creative director, all around great guy. Whenever Kevin is here with us, we always have some of the most fascinating conversations ever. And so tonight we're going to talk about everything that is going on in the world right now. We are 12 days from Christmas 2021. Here's the funniest thing, K. Renee. I was out and about today, and it wasn't that bad. So I wonder if so many people are doing online shopping. I'm wondering, because it really was not that bad. Everywhere I went, it was not that bad at all.
That's a good thing. If you have the opportunity to do online shopping, I mean, that's to me, I enjoy online shopping. The only time I need to go out to shop is if it's absolutely, positively necessary.
Really? And see, I'm the touchy-feely guy. I'm the guy that love a sale. I mean, even as bad as my knees are right now, I just, that's my exercise. That's, right. You know what I'm saying? I just love the thrill of it all. I love to see that 50% off clearance sale, that 60% off, right.
I guess, like I said, COVID has kind of got me, not saying lazy, but it's just like if I'm able to place the order online, especially if I'm giving a gift, making sure that it's there, it's in the privacy of my own room, bedroom, I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Very good. Well, we want to remind you guys, 12 days until Christmas. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll meet a young lady who has started a luxury pampering products. Great products, by the way. Kay Renee and I both have tried the products and think they're great. We'll meet her, find out what made her start this wonderful business and all that great stuff. She's one of our African-American businesses that we're promoting this holiday season, and we want you to support them as well, too. All right, Kay Renee, our next guest is no stranger to the show. He's been in the co-host seat many times. He's a friend to us, family. We've been sending things in the inbox all day long about things we need to talk about tonight. And whenever it comes to the facts, the figures, the numbers, why we do what we do, all of that, we go to Mr. Kevin Ross. Let's welcome him back to the show. Hello, brother. How are you?
Peace. What's happening? You guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me?
Kevin, we can. How you doing tonight?
Fantastic. It is wonderful to see both of you guys. Art, no insult at all, but K Renee, you looking good, darling. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I see you over there.
Right. Yeah, she looking amazing.
Yeah,
Is what she's
ab-
looking. Amazing.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
Mr. Sims, I see you hosting a lot of things and receiving honors and whatnot. Very well deserved. Sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad to be back out here amongst the people, pressing flesh, hugging babies from a distance. But it's great. It's just the conversations I've been having with people in public about just surviving a pandemic, the highs, the lows, the you look so great, don't worry about the weight loss, just whatever, or weight gain or whatever it is.
Right.
People have been so kind and gracious everywhere I've gone.
Well, I would agree with you. I wanted to reference something earlier. I probably am more like K Renee in terms of shopping. Now, mind you, I was never a big online guy before this at all. I like yourself, Art. I like the process of going into a store.
Yes.
And then I got a funny Charles Barkley booty. So I got to make sure, like, if it's the pants, they got to fit a certain way. So I can't just take it, sight unseen. I have to try them on and take a look. However, I have become Mr. Amazon and Mr. Walmart fulfillment. Let me tell you something.
Really?
I had a problem for a minute. I had an issue, serious problem. Like stuff was coming I thought my house was a fulfillment center at one point. It was so much stuff piling up on the sidewalk. I said, look, I got to slow this down. Yeah. And you know what? You know me, man. I'm very open. I'm very honest, right? So I'm to the point. So, some of it was depression shopping, because I have to stay up because there are a lot of people that are depending on me. And what happens a lot of times is people don't realize, people like you and myself and K Renee, leaders, well, we get down too. We get into places where it's a little tough for us. So, man, at one point, stuff was coming to the house. I said, whoa, I got to stop. Then I found Fashion Nova Men and Shein and Kenneth Cole Unlisted. And I said, man, I got to stop this. So I have to admit, I've become more of an online shopper. And America as a whole has gone more to online shopping. But a lot of that has been a problem because of supply line issues, which we will talk about a little bit later here.
All right. Well, very good. Glad to know you're okay. The first thing that I kind of want to talk about tonight is Jussie Smollett was found guilty on 5 of the 6 charges that were put against him. As you guys all know, on a very cold morning in 2019, Smollett, who was a resident of the Streeterville area in Chicago, which is a very tawny, upscale area of nothing but just high end. He said that he was attacked by 2 racists, that he was hit with bleach and a noose. And so, K Renee, I want to start with you. What do you think about what the end results were for Mr. Smollett?
Just have my phrase, karma is a very patient gangster. I think that, it's in the dark always comes to light. And it's unfortunate because the Smollett is like, becoming like that acting dynasty with his sister, who I really enjoy her acting. And I think a few other of their siblings are in the acting profession. It's really sad. It's unfortunate. I had posted a meme about Jussie. And I thought about it later. I said, I shouldn't have done that. But it's like, when you lie to get attention, because that's honestly, we talked about this briefly, Art. I truly believe he did that so he could get attention. Well, now he can't pay attention now. He'll get attention for the rest of his life. And this is going to be that scarlet letter on his whole career. And it really wasn't necessary.
Well, let me say this. I personally feel as if Jussie Smollett single-handedly took black gays back 100 years.
Absolutely.
With this antic.
Not just black gays. He set the black culture. He said black culture and Black Lives Matter back. He set us back a good 10 years with this one. This was not a good look because conservatives took immediate opportunity to take something like this all the way up to the former president and utilize this as a talking point and an arguing point. And he really set the culture back. And that's probably my biggest disappointment. I'm sorry, Art, go ahead. Go on.
No. I'm with you on that. I just, as a black gay man in today's society, when I first heard the story was very fishy to me. And I'm going to stick by my theory of what I've said for years. It's easier for a black man, gay man, to sleep with a white racist in that neighborhood than a white racist attacking you. And I've said that to many black gay guys, and they've said, "Oh, you absolutely right."
And as a straight black man, as a heterosexual black man, I not only agree with you, but I will raise you and say that, first of all, if this drama was an hour-long drama, the first 5 minutes, like Law and Order, we'd have bought it. We was gonna buy it. I was mad. I was angry. I bought it, brother. I was in there. I was on social media. I said, "See, this is what I did the Bill Cosby. See, this is what you talk about when you talk about when you're talking about it, and when you do this, and you do that." I was good for about 5 or 10 minutes until you really look at the facts that even Illinois is really not a Republican community. Even the smallest parts of it politically is not a red community. It's not a red state. So for someone to be that brazen in this particular market was suspicious. And then as things moved along, it started to unravel. And the funny thing is, I went to a screening of an independent film, and one of those brothers, I never can pronounce the last name, Osodio or Osuyu, or I met the guy. He was actually in a really good independent film. And I met him, and this was just after it happened, like literally just after it happened. Nice guy, great guy, and just seemed very genuine to me. We have a picture somewhere that's never going to see the light of day, and that's okay. That's all right. I can't let that see the light of day, but nice guy. So I just didn't feel comfortable. It was developing, and Jussie is an actor, right? So when he's on the stand, he did himself a real disservice, I think, as an actor, because the jury is looking. If they know you're an actor, they're looking to see if you're genuine. And there were just some times during the trial, he came across too earned. Don't use your mother's name and say I would not be my mother's son if I did something like this. You can't say those types of things. You can't invoke that. You need to stick with the story straight ahead. This is me. This is what happened. Don't try to temper the jury, and it just didn't float well. And it's a really bad look. And like you, I have some inside sources that said that was a negotiating tactic to get some more money from Empire, from his role from Empire. That's exactly what I was given information on. So
I had already been told that he frequent the bathhouses anyway. So I had already been told that. So I wasn't surprised about any of this. None of the story is shocking. I just hate that it was such a fiasco. It put Chicago dead on blast again. Like we need that again. And just, I don't know. It's sad in many ways, but I just want him to, get out of Chicago, go do what he needs to do, and be healthy, whole, and complete. I think you all agree with me on that as well, too.
Absolutely.
What you think, Kay Renee?
Absolutely. And again, hopefully his family can really do an intervention before if he's ever going to be, sentenced. Because I'm saying it's highly unlikely that he may not be sentenced. But if he is, he needs to really do some reflection and some serious soul searching.
I agree.
Because this, unfortunately, see, people look there. I guarantee you there are people who are going to look up to him and feel like if he can do it, I can do it too. No. No. Because if that's the case, then there's consequences to that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's get Kevin back in here with us.
Yeah.
Kevin, your closing thoughts, Mr. Smollett.
It's unfortunate, you know. I think that we're in a time right now. The culture is in a time of transition,
Right.
and we're actually in a culture war, a culture battle right now, and we need all hands on deck. And what we don't need is something like this that a Candace Owens can get a hold of, or somebody else that just doesn't do a real service to us as a culture and as a people. This was a setback. You know, I'm the kind of guy, I'm a forgiving guy, you know, and I really hope that he's learned from this. The problem is he's still remaining very arrogant about it. He's remaining very steadfast about the story. That's unfortunate as well, because I think we all know, we've all drawn our conclusion. Kim Fox got involved in all of this. She's somebody that really can't afford to have this type of pressure and this type of extraneous problem, you know?
It's going to come up election season. Trust and believe.
Oh, there's no question.
Hey,
no question.
Right. That's what I was telling you earlier. I said, okay, Renee, we're going to talk about that. It's going to have to come up election season for her. And even though she won this past time, it's going to be a tough battle. It really is.
It's going to be tough. And when you have the federal government come in to take a look at the situation, that wasn't good for her. She was already under pressure as it is. This is one of those that she probably should have sat out if possible. Right. But, you know, again, you live and you learn, and hopefully that's what'll happen here, and we'll take it from there. So.
Very good. All right. Well, I want to talk about the uptick in crime across the United States. Kevin, you know, you and I had started talking about a beloved music executive, the Godfather's wife, 81 years old, was murdered. You've been in business for a number of years. The rise in violent crime is an epidemic that is happening all across the country. Three major factors of why crime is the way it is right now is the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the communities, first responders, the fallout of social unrest from the George Floyd murder, and the surge in gun sales at the start of the pandemic, where people were bearing arms. Kevin, I brought you on tonight because I want to talk about what can we do. You've been in the music business for years. You work with artists that sing songs of healing and comfort, but we are in a situation where our country is at mayhem. It's our young people that are causing this mayhem.
I think we got the Matrix.
Oh, we do.
Okay.
We got you back. You back, Neo? We had the Matrix. We had the Matrix for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's a couple of things, Art. You brought up some very good points. So let's look at the first thing that you said, which is violent crime is on the rise. Interestingly enough, I looked at some statistics and some numbers, and I looked at some numbers from the government crime task force. And they're saying that we are in the middle of what is a quote unquote violence wave rather than a crime wave. So what does that mean? That means that violent crimes are on the rise. The Department of Homeland Security has now said that the number one threat in America is not crime. And if you were to watch the news, I know it's hard to believe that the number one threat is domestic terrorism. So we are in the middle of a violence wave in this country that has been spurred along by the cultural inclusion of violence and profanity and lack of morals and values. When we look at our young people, it's a lack of guidance. It's a lack of moral fiber and character. It is also a lack of confidence in law enforcement. Law enforcement has brought this on themselves. Not all law enforcement, let me be very clear about that, but law enforcement and the lack of confidence that has been instilled in us, the public, based on very negative events over the last 5 or 10 years, is one of the reasons there is no respect for the law. There's no respect for law, period, as a matter of fact. Then when you have those who transgress the law and are allowed to get away with it because they're part of the 1 or 2% in this country, then you have the rest of the country saying, well, you know what? If they can do this, then I can. You have people who are being subpoenaed to Capitol Hill not showing up. That's law enforcement at its highest level, and you have defiance at that level. So when you have defiance at the highest levels of law enforcement and government, it is going to trickle down into society. Another part of the problem is that in trying to balance the scales, where people of color are being unfairly jailed, no bail, things like that, you have an overcompensation in some places. The man who drove through the parade in Wisconsin, he had over 20 different offenses on his record, some of them violent, some of them violent and sexual in nature, some of them weapons possession, failure to appear, bail, forfeiture of bail, and yet he was still out on the street. That's an example of the imbalance that we are experiencing right now. And what I've always said is we need to go back to the drawing board when it comes to law enforcement, when it comes to the laws that we are enacting here. Some of these laws are 200 years old and based on a country that's 275, 280 years old. They're outdated. An overly militarized police force. You've had actually 4 law enforcement officers in the last year tried in high profile cases. That's that's going to instill a lack of confidence globally in the United States law enforcement. So when we see kids with smash and grab and hitting these places and whatnot, that's a lack of, when you have a lack of respect for something, even yourself, you will take whatever chances you have to take. And that's what we're looking at, I think, guys, is a real lack of respect for a system that has been broken, but now it has been broken wide open. And that's what I believe we're looking at.
My God. K. Renee, the expression on your face, the entire conversation says it all. What do you think about all of this?
Just to piggyback what Kevin was saying, I truly believe that the pandemic has exacerbated people's true colors. And it's just, you think about, you've been isolated pretty much for almost an entire year. And so whatever toxic emotions that you've been exhibiting towards your family, colleagues, with COVID, it just kind of exacerbated. And the moment we had the opportunity to get out, folks just said, "Woo, Jesus, thank you, Lord," and just went bat snit crazy.
Crazy.
And, when we were growing up, to hear that young kids are smashing and grabbing, the fact that we've had villages growing up. If you didn't have siblings, you had Miss So-and-so who lived next door. They caught you doing something crazy. They get that switch and tear that butt up and then tell your parents. So when you got home, what would happen? You get another whooping saying, "What the heck's wrong with you? Embarrassing me." We don't have villages that take care of our young. And
that's right.
It has to start truly at home.
Yep.
Now, again, as I said, with this pandemic, it's exacerbated, it's escalated, but we have to start with one family, one home at a time. And it's just really, I never thought that we would have these issues. And like I said, we talk about it on the show, smash and grab it, not just, at the corner store down the street. We talk about high-end luxury stores like Neiman and Saks and Bloomies. You're like, what the heck is going on with these people? So, it's really sad. And then, of course, not to propagate about Journey Smollett, but to see, because I guarantee you, there are going to be some young people who look at Journey and say, "Oh, he's our hero."
Right.
There's something wrong with that picture. Right. Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was actually agreeing with you. I was saying right. But to take it a step further, and to your point, the media there's this tendency, I think, in the media when you have movies, and again, this is no fault of the movies and the producers and the studios, but when you have movies that show these kids examples of how to do things, I look at like Fast and Furious. I just saw them rip off a Jaguar dealership out in the suburbs the exact same way it was done in Fast and Furious. You see what I'm saying, Art? You understand what I'm saying? So we have a media, and we have and again, as we all know, most kids now are living on their cell phones. All of this input is from our entertainment, and all of this input from communications and things of that nature. It just isn't a good thing. Mental health problems in our youth are up over 40% now. Right. Kids are actually experiencing real mental health problems and actually reporting these now. Right. And as Kay Renee said, that's exacerbated by the pandemic. But you now have Instagram under fire right now because kids are looking at Instagram and they're basically living on what they're seeing on social media. Some of them are committing crimes on social media, putting it on social media. There is an obsession with social media. And I think we all three sitting here as professionals, we understand the benefits of it. But I think we also know very fully how dangerous social media has become. I never wanted to get on Facebook 10 years ago. I did it for my business. That's the only reason I did it.
I did too. We know about the danger because we elected an orange head who lives off of social media. Unfortunately, he had to be kicked off of social media. So we know the devastating effect that it can bring to our youth, especially.
Right. I mean, a lot of the activity with domestic terrorism was conducted over social media. These things. So it's a very dangerous medium right now. You even have now, and what I knew was going to happen once Trump was elected, we were going to see more of this. Now Dr. Oz is running for office. He's going to be running for office, and he has no political experience whatsoever. He's underqualified for the position, any position in that arena. He was wrong in the beginning of the pandemic. As a doctor, he was made some egregiously incorrect statements about the pandemic. So yet here he is eligible to run for office, and so we're really in a place where our social media and our culture of communication is a real problem, and what we're seeing with crime is that people are living out what they're seeing. They are trying to live out these fantasies that they see on TikTok, that they see on YouTube. I remember it was a joke a few years ago. You could learn how to build an atomic device off of YouTube. There were people show you how to do it. It's not funny anymore. It's really not funny anymore. No. And that's kind of where we are,
I look at the success of TikTok and I went kicking and screaming to not go over to TikTok.
Right, absolutely.
You got to be kidding me. TikTok to me is one of the most entertaining. I've learned more recipes, how to do things, life hacks. I mean, things that I was like, I should have learned that at 12 and did not learn it. And like, you got to be kidding me. TikTok is just amazing. It's not what people think it is. It's whatever you get into, it's your algorithm. It figures out what you like. I love it.
Right. I'm like you. I came across some great health and wellness hacks, some great hacks for things around the home, around my home. Absolutely. I discovered a great pastor, one of my favorite pastors, Mike Todd. I found him on TikTok. Mike Todd is incredible. There's some Stephen Furtick is another great one. So a lot of that I discovered on TikTok. So it can be positive if it's allowed to be positive. But again, this is something that I've continued to say. You can't have a culture that is used to being spoiled and pampered and really soft as a culture. Western culture, we're very soft. Now, African Americans, not so much because of what we've been through as a people, but as a whole culture, we are a very soft culture. We're undisciplined. We are undisciplined. We are we're selfish at times. So you can't keep handing us things that make us softer. You can't hand us things that make us more undisciplined. That's why we can't get people to wear masks. That's why we can't get people.
Okay, Kevin, this is going to close out this segment. We're going to have part 2 of this because we're going to have another guest in just a second. Okay, Kevin, okay. I'm going to have to go back to the tiny screen because I got a feeling you finna explode.
Wow, I just said this. I just wanted to drop the mic because that's what Kevin did. He just dropped the mic. That's all.
Okay. I agree. Because, it and I hate to say it, I really do. We are judged as all being lazy. We're judged as all being whatever. And we are some of the most monolithic people you will ever meet. We have backgrounds that are incredible. We just get to know us. But you're right. Our younger generation is really ruining a lot of things for our people who did fight and fought and were slaves and all of that. And I think because our young people believe abuse is a part of the normal regimen of life. It is not. Abuse is not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be. It is not.
Right.
Well, with that being said, Lord have mercy. Look, that's all I can say after this conversation. It was really beautiful. Kay Renee, please, what are your closing thoughts about the conversation we just had with Kevin?
It's one, Kevin, it's so good to see you, albeit virtually. Thank you so much for continuing to tell it like it is. Be authentic, continued success. I saw that you'll be doing something very soon with a certain old school group. So congratulations on that. I'm looking forward to chatting with you again about these interesting topics that we bring about the show. So continued success and happy holidays to you.
Same to you, love. I greatly appreciate it. For myself, I lately have just been extremely grateful for the small things. I started really appreciating the small things in my life, my relationships with people like yourselves, with art, the fact that strangely enough, my business has prospered the most it ever has over the last 2 years, simply because I didn't sit still. I continued to pray. I put God first, last, and always. And I would encourage anyone who's watching right now to really consider making God the head of your life. It has changed my life spectacularly. And we need that right now. We need to go back to the basics. I think that's what all three of us have said tonight without saying it. We've got to get back to the basics. And so I would encourage people to include, my prayer. I have my Bible app. My prayer just popped up on the screen in front of all y'all. I have a morning and a night affirmation that comes on automatically on my phone. Since we spend so much time on the phone, put something on your phone that reminds you that God should be kept first.
Amen.
Well, Kevin, amen. Somebody please pass the collection plate because that was good. Listen,
absolutely.
Kevin, I done upgraded you from deacon to now associate pastor. You laid that sermon out. You did. You really did. Somebody go get that man fried chicken dinner. He laid that out, baby. Yes, very good.
Man.
Kevin, you always. It's a pleasure to talk to you, brother. We've got to do better. In order for this world to get better, we've got to do better. We've got to own up to our responsibility, our people. Right. When I was coming up, my sister used to always say to me, them your peoples. And I was like, oh, Lord. And I think we just put the weight of the world on our shoulders. And then there's lost generations. So I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, we can't give up on them. Leadership is vital. Mentorship is vital. I've had the opportunity lately to mentor some young people, even virtually. One all the way down in Mississippi. Somebody asked me would I speak to a young man. So we've got to keep that leadership element, keep that first and keep it in our lives. And And God will see us through. He'll see us.
Amen. Amen. All right, Kevin, we appreciate you so much. Happy holiday. We're going to try to get you back before the year is over. We'll talk to you later, my brother. God bless you and see you soon.
God bless the both of you. You guys take care. And as your instructions say, log all the way out. I'm going to log all the way out.
Goodbye, brother Kevin Ross. Oh, my God. He's a mess and a half. Well, coming up tomorrow night on the Tuesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show, Dr. Janet Seabrook will join us, and we'll do our COVID-19 update with the doctor, as well as we'll talk about the new variant. And the cold season is back. People are really catching colds really bad now. So I don't know. Every time we say we do not prophesize on this show, but I do see some restrictions coming back into place, especially after this holiday season of celebrating and all of that. So take care of yourselves, do the right things, and do what's necessary. Speaking of doing what's necessary, you need to take care of your body, and nothing better than luxurious body products to be able to help you to keep your body luxurious. Kay Renee, you tried the product earlier today. What did you try? And let's talk about it before we bring our guest on.
I tried the shower steamer. It was so cute. It was like a little bath bomb. And I took a shower this morning. I said, Lord Jesus. That's all I said was, Lord Jesus. Wait, and I will say this only to you, Art, and our viewing audience. Now, where is that cuddle buddy when I need him?
Right. That's what I was getting ready to say. Listen, we're going to bring our guests up and see if we both on the same page about this. Ladies and gentlemen, the creator of Soulpaz, we love it, specializing in luxurious self-care products, and make sure we saying the name right, is a Black business owner who we want to give some shine this holiday season, Sylvia D. What up?
Hi,
hello. How are you guys this evening?
Good. How are you? Good. Let's put you up in the big screen. Boom. There you go. There you go. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. You guys are looking good. And look, I was over here looking for my coins to put in the collection plate with you. I said, wait a minute, let me get one too.
Wait a minute now. He preached though, didn't he? He preached.
He did.
He did.
I mean, you can always count on Kevin to give a motivational word, but today,
he did.
Was a word.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I'm gonna make sure he get a whole
get my last coin.
Yes, amen. Look, I'm gonna make sure he get a whole fried chicken dinner for that speech.
Absolutely.
He can have extra sides. Yes, amen. Well, we are so excited to welcome you here this evening. Thank you so much for being one of our featured business this holiday season. We both received your products. We tried your products. Here's the deal. Kay Renee beat me to it, but that's okay because she's a woman and your products are luxurious. As a man, I am going to want to try them because I love bad products. But look, Kay Renee, I'm going to have to make sure I put my clean drawers on after I try a product.
Okay.
You know what night that is, right?
As I said prior to welcoming you, Sylvia, I said all I needed was my cuddle buddy. We're good to go.
Oh, did it get you in the mood?
As we say in this show, hail to the yes. Hail to the yes.
Yeah.
Hail to the yes.
So just so you know, you have created a beautiful product. Please introduce yourself. Tell us all about the product you've created. And look, we do believe you. We do. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you. Well, once again, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm Sylvia D, founder and owner by Soulpaz Bath and Body. And it's a handmade, artisanal, therapeutic collection of products. And I always say it's for all things bath, body, and soul. Because wellness doesn't just start in the bathtub. It doesn't end with your skincare, but it affects so many other things in our daily life. And so what I strive to do with Soulpaz, and you said it right, Soulpaz, you know, you got to stretch it out.
Yes, Soulpaz. Yes.
Say it bougie.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to say a bougie like that, Soulpaz.
Yes. Yes.
But
yes.
what I strive to do with Soulpaz is to create things that help you elevate your daily routine and incorporate self-care, wellness into your daily lifestyle so that it's not a chore and so that it's made easy. And hopefully once you take that first step, it could be with the shower steamer, opening up your sinuses and giving you that experience. Yes. But once you do that, you might say, well, what else do I need to pay attention to? I took a moment to breathe. Now what else can I do to take it to the next level? So that's what I strive to do and to share with all of my lovely Soulpaz tribe.
So let's talk about what products that you feature and offer. Look, as I said, mine's are in my bathroom. They are so beautiful. I cannot wait to try them. Let's talk about some of the products that you offer and the benefits of the products.
Yes. So we would not be remiss without mentioning the shower steamers because that is a new one in the collection. I wanted to perfect that to a T. So I'm glad that you like it. So I would say there's a starter set. So, there's levels to this.
Okay.
So we have your basic simple sugar scrub, silky sugar body scrub. And around this time of the year, I always recommend something around a eucalyptus or a peppermint to really brighten up the mood and also give you that refreshing scent, right? Open up your pores. Also, we have to have a shea butter in there, right? Okay.
Right.
We have to have a shea butter, but not just any shea butter. This is not your average whipped shea butter. And anyone that's tried Soulpaz knows that can attest. Okay. I also want to say it in chat. It is different. It hits different. So we have your smooth shea butter souffle. We have your silky sugar body scrub, and then all of the fun stuff, body oils, bath bombs, shower steamers, beard oil, and there's an expansive line, but those are your starter kits, right? I would say you start off with those. Now, when you want to take it to the next level, you get the bath and body bundles that have the rose petals to make that bathtub experience just that extra. You can get into some edible massage oils and edible sugar scrubs. Okay, we're moving into the holidays.
Wait. Slow down now. Slow down. Wait now. Did you say edible body scrubs?
Say that again.
You said edible body scrubs.
I sure did. Yes, you heard me right. Edible body scrubs. Yes. And the edible massage oil. So that's the next level. It's after 8 o'clock. So
yes, amen.
We can get there. So, and the ultimate is when you're able to experience everything in the larger sizes. So there is something for everyone, large and small, in the Soulpaz brand. And that was my goal, to make something that was accessible to everyone, because healthy products on your skin are necessary. But when you go out into the current store shelves, you're going to see some pretty hefty prices on a lot of those things, right? You see it, especially now around the holidays. Oh, they're jacking those prices all the way up. So I always wanted to make a clean product, vegan product that had plant nutritional benefits for your skin and all the other aromatherapeutic benefits that you can really enjoy without the crazy price tag.
Oh my God, how wonderful. So now, how long have you been doing this? This is really a labor of love. So how long have you been doing this?
Yes. Well, I first started making little sugar scrubs in 2016. And I was working in my former life. I was working in social services, contracted with the Housing Authority. And I had so many moments where I was just like, what, I need to make something for my own skin, for my own benefit. And I shared this little jar of sugar scrub with a couple of my coworkers, and it just multiplied. 2 people told another 2 people, told another 2 people. And before I knew it, I said, I think I have a thing here. Like, do I have a thing here? Do I have something? I think I'm onto something. And so officially in 2018, I had to make a decision. And I think a lot of us reach that crossroads when we have a side hustle, a hobby, something we just do around the holidays, because that's kind of what it was for me, to transitioning into thinking about it realistically. Is this a viable business? Does it add value? Are people going to like this? And will I have the joy in continuing to do it over and over and over again? So I made a leap of faith in 2018 to take this all the way, what they say, to the moon. 2018, I said, I'm taking it to the moon. And I haven't looked back.
Oh my God. Such amazing.
Oh, thank you. I heard amazing, so I just assumed. Thank you.
Hey Renee, I was gonna let you do the last question. We are talking about you though. Go ahead.
No, one thing that I pick up on your energy, Miss Sylvia. Let me ask you, who inspires you to just be the best? And as I said, the steamer, all I need is my cuddle buddy, and it's on like popcorn. So, but who inspires you to be the best?
Me? There's a couple of people that inspire me, and I have to say it's kind of a group, because first things first, my Soulpaz tribe inspires me. Those are the dozens upon dozens of clients that I talk to on a weekly basis that ask me to make something custom just for them. And they're the ones that keep me going, because, on this entrepreneurial journey, it's not always easy. You have those days. You're wearing a lot of hats. And I always just want to make something that makes people feel special, makes people feel whole and connected. So my Soulpaz tribe inspires me to keep doing that each and every day. And I mean, I couldn't do it without them. And then when I look in the mirror and, after I've meditated and really tapped into the source, the all in all, the I really look at myself and I said, there is nobody that I'm in competition with. I want to be my best every day. I want to beat the girl from yesterday. So I'm inspired by yesterday to do better today and tomorrow and the next one. So,
oh my God, look. We done got another sermon on the show tonight.
Okay, pass that collection plate.
Wait now, she done went from usher to deaconess to now associate pastor. She went from the usher board to you see how she moved up in this conversation. Sylvia, you are amazing. You really, I see you being the next soul purpose. I see you being the next, thank God it's natural. You are doing the work. The product is great. I cannot wait to try the others. The oil in the vial, that was amazing. I have tried that, but I cannot wait to luxuriate in the entire experience.
Luxuriate, baby. Luxuriate. It's
absolutely.
Time. It's time. What better day than today?
Don't put
it off.
Right. Look. Oh my goodness. That's going to be my holiday treat. Yes. Very good.
I tell people all the time, don't wait for that special Sunday or that special Saturday or that Friday night. Every day there should be room for you to take a pause. And if that pause is the first thing in the shower, take it all in. You have to shower anyway, I hope. Let's do it. And if it's at the end of the day with a nice long bath, let's do it in those moments. And then from those moments, we'll expand and grow. But thank you so much, Art. I received that.
That's so wonderful. Sylvia, how can we find you, follow you on all your social media platforms? And if people ordered from you now, will they get their products by the holiday? Tell us what we need to know.
Absolutely. Well, first off, I have a very special treat for the Real Chat Daddy listeners right now. Okay.
Very good.
Let's say, I would love for you all to stop by soulpaz.com. That's SOULPAZ.com. Enter Chat Daddy at checkout. Yep, that's it. Chat Daddy at checkout, and you are going to receive 25% off your entire cart purchase.
Wow.
Yes. So that's a special treat for you all. Definitely come by soulpaz.com, and also follow me on Instagram. there is a vibe there. There is a vibe. I welcome you to join the vibe and join the Soulpaz tribe. So you can follow me at Soulpaz Life because it is a lifestyle.
Wait,
A
yes,
Soulpaz
ma'am.
life is a centered life, right?
Yes.
So I welcome you to stop by, join the tribe, catch a vibe at soulpazlife.com. And if you DM Chat Daddy there too, I'll make sure that you get an extra special treat for me from following, liking, and subscribing. And just to add one more, because it's the holidays, you asked, are you going to be able to get things before Christmas? And if you place your order for the 20th, okay, so I believe that's Monday, you will be able to get there nationwide. Soulpaz ships nationwide. But I do have local pickup options as well. So if you're kind of still on that last minute, I don't know, for a coworker, employee, or the auntie, or the person that you never know what to get them for, you can always DM me a direct message on Instagram and let me know you want to do a local pickup option in the Chicagoland area. So plenty of options. Stop on by. Chat Daddy at checkout.
Oh, I love you. I do. That was amazing. K Renee, look, she got it all. Just know, we talked to her here, huh?
And she's a true diva, determined, intelligent, vivacious, and accomplished.
Oh, I'm honored.
There you go. There you go.
That. It takes one to know one, though. It takes one to know what.
I love you both. I do. I love you both. Okay, so Soulpaz, you guys, SOULPAZ.com. Please go there, visit her wonderful, luxurious bath products. They are great. Please do so. If you go there and mention Chat Daddy at checkout, you'll get 25% off if you mention Chat Daddy. So go get that discount. She has bath bombs, all kind of scents, fragrances, all that good stuff. I'm gonna luxuriate Christmas Eve. That's what I love to do. Get me a bottle of champagne and luxuriate. Yes, amen. Very good.
Love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
I'm
here for it.
Yeah. So make sure you guys go and support this young lady. She did a great job tonight. In closing, what would you like to say to the audience? Just a holiday message of comfort and peace to our people.
Absolutely. Don't let the stressors of the holidays get you anxious, get you riled up. Don't be afraid to say no and set boundaries. And keep peace and love in your heart because you are what you attract. So stay in alignment. Don't be afraid to say no and keep peace and love in your heart. Yes.
Amen.
Amen, you guys. The creator of Soulpaz, the one and only Miss Sylvia D. And Sylvia, someone told me that your dad plays for a very famous band. And before you answer, was your dad in town this weekend?
He sure was.
One of the viewers, several of the viewers were at an affair where your dad played. So,
Yes, because it was a private event. So
yes, it was.
Only the privileged.
Yes, it was. Well, some of the privileged are watching this show tonight. So
absolutely.
Yes.
I love it. So should I spill the beans a little bit?
Please do.
So my dad is officially the one and only. I'm so proud of him. The one and only / Mirror Man for Morris Day and the Time.
Yes.
And he literally just came back home from that event. But and not too long ago, a couple of weeks prior to, he was in Tinley Park as well, Tinley Park Convention Center. So yes, that is my famous dad.
That is amazing. Well, you have to come back and hang out with us one evening. We just had Janice McCullough, Bernie Mac's daughter, on with us, and you know, we just love to hear these daughters talk about their dads. You know, your dad is gonna stay famous forever because of his connection and what he does and all of that. So it's just beautiful.
And he's so ambitious. That's where I get my drive and my ambition from. He's my inspiration as far as going for your dreams and never giving up.
Yeah.
Especially when times are tough. He is ever so encouraging of everything that I do. So of course, I he's a girl dad, and I'm not the child, so I'm the only child. So that's my heart.
Boy,
that's my heart.
You and Kay Renee will have a lot to talk about. The only child. Okay, so we'll have to have a conversation and just have you two women. I'll have to interview you about being these only children, because that's interesting. You had to create your own world.
I'm gonna bring my dad, because if you think I have energy, you'll see where it goes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We would love that. We'll set that up. We would love that. That would be amazing. All right. Well, thank you so very much, Sylvia. God bless you. Once again, you guys go to her website, soulpaz.com, soulpaz.com. If you mention Chat Daddy at checkout, you get a 25% off discount, which is really good. And if you order right now, you should be able to get those things in time for the holiday. Well, we appreciate you so much. Merry Christmas. Tell your dad we said hey. And in the new year, we're going to have you all on. We definitely going to have you on.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. We love you. Thank you so much, darling.
God bless you.
Have a great night. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, wasn't that amazing? She is so fabulous. She is just amazing. Yes.
She's a daddy's girl. Someone definitely near and dear to my heart.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, honey, I'm gonna wait to try my little products. I tried the oil, but I might have to give me a jacuzzi tub. I like all that. I like to play flipper in the water and all that.
No, I love this. I truly did this soul shower steamers. I'm definitely gonna get me some more of that.
Okay, very good. Look,
get that color buddy though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me some of that edible body scrub though.
That too. Oh
yeah,
yes.
That was good. That was fascinating too. All right, well, we've come to the end of yet another amazing show. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Dr. Janet Seabrook will be here. And then we'll also talk about things you can do to give back to people this holiday season. If you don't have the money, we get it. If you might be in financial problems, trouble, whatever the case may be, we'll talk about things you can do to give you the spirit of giving back this holiday season. Okay. Kay Renee, what is thy nugget of knowledge this evening? How does that nugget work?
Well, thy nugget, it talks about one 5-letter word, calling faith. And it reads like this. Faith doesn't always take you out of the problem. It takes you through the problem. Faith doesn't always take away the pain. It gives you the ability to handle the pain. And faith doesn't always take you out of the storm. It calms you in the midst of the storm. And this is Motivational Monday. #maintain and keep your faith.
Oh, I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wamelda said, really enjoyed the show. Blessed evening. We appreciate you, Wamelda.
Thank you, Miss Wamelda.
We do. We love her. Boy, that was good. Let me and look, Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge with a K. Right. Autocorrect, girl. I hate it. It's
okay.
Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com for more information about her and all the wonderful things that she is doing. What else do we have here? Thank you to all of our guests tonight. Everybody was great. Thank you, Tamlin. We appreciate you as well, too. Good show tonight. Kay Renee, get you some rest, my love. The weather's going to be great this week. Yes. I love and appreciate you for everything that you do.
I love you back, sweetie, with all my heart.
All right. And you look phenomenal this evening, darling. You really do.
As I said, it is getting ready to be color bunny season, so I need to step up my game.
Oh, yeah. Because, really, the season opened the early part of September.
I know, but now I've got to really step up the game, Art.
Oh, you gonna bring it in the home stretch. You gonna bring it in, as they say. You gonna pull it up from the rear.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. I ain't mad. You wanted them to think that Christmas. Amen. I'm with you. That's right. I believe that Santa is gonna bless me with something under my tree. So yeah.
I won't be having a tree, but something will be under mine.
Never mind. Say good night, Gracie. Say good night, Gracie. Say good night. On behalf of Kay Renee and yours truly, our Chat Daddy Sims, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. For more information about yours truly, please visit therealchatdaddy.com. Therealchatdaddy.com. Encore shows of tonight or any show can be found on The Real Chat Daddy Show. Go like the page, do whatever you need to do. We appreciate you for what you do. And thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Candace, Tamlin, Wamelda, Alice, Scorpio Love. We appreciate you all. And great show tonight. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock. Dr. Janet Seabrook helping us to do what we need to do. We love her. We really do.
Oh, yes. That's our family. That's our family resident.
We got one more compliment. Let's see.
What's that?
Thank you. Yes.
Thanks, Paz.
Yes, thank you, Paz. We appreciate you so much. All right, here we go. We are out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Real Chat Daddy Show.